Hello and welcome back to another video. Today's video is one of those times when your high spirit and eagerness to get outdoors is unmatched against the forces that be. Namely the weather, but also partly because of gear malfunction, and partly me incorrectly using the cooking stove. But we don't have to get into that right now. It's a reminder that camping isn't always as picture perfect as it seems, but nonetheless we're out here to enjoy nature and make the most of it, so enjoy it we shall. I'm headed towards a spot that's probably well known to those of you dwelling in Dorset. But first, we've got to make it past this herd of cows. Now, ignorance really was bliss because I used to think cows were pretty unintimidating and just big friendly lawnmowers, until I saw a video of them chasing people around and learned that they actually take out a surprising number of people each year. So here I am looking pretty nervous trying not to offend them, mostly because those horns don't look like they mess around.
Tell you what, Storm Lilian isn't messing around. It's hella windy.
I've been trying to squeeze in more hikes and camps before the summer packs it in, and it probably has by now by the looks of it, but I'm looking forward to the incoming winter months. I feel like I only got one good winter hike in last year, so I'm keen to make up for lost time. And if I'm being honest, I actually prefer hiking in colder months. Fewer midges, you cool down faster, nobody's around.
It's a bit overgrown.
So this spot is one of those hidden but not so hidden areas to camp. I've never tried camping here myself because I know that every time I've been here it's always been quite busy or occupied by smaller groups. But it's got great views and it's also a lovely swim spot. It's got all these cliffside rock pools when the weather's nicer. So I can understand why people come here. I figured that today might be a good day to try camping here because, well, as you can see from the weather, I don't think I will have to fight for a spot, so I'd give it a shot.
Wow, what an incredible spot. And it looks like somebody's been here because there's a fire pit. But I'm just looking around at these cliffs. Some of these boulders are looking a bit precarious. I'm just going to walk around a bit, scout out the location. My lord, it's windy. Maybe a nicer spot here actually. So much for leave no trace. Some people are right plonkers, leaving glass bottles here and shit.
I'd never had to pitch up in strong winds before and it proved a little bit challenging. Okay, it was a lot challenging. And to make matters worse, I had also forgot to bring my tent pegs apparently. Thankfully there were a lot of rocks nearby that I could use, but it became apparent very quickly that I absolutely did not pay attention to those survival bushcraft videos.
Alright, it's up, kind of. Jeez. It's not going to work, is it? I reckon it'll be alright once I get inside it, but it's going to be very uncomfortable. I'll do something with the rocks to tie it down.
Very professional work, if I do say so myself. After faffing with the rocks and the tent for what seems like an eternity, I decided I'd earn some hot food, which would also turn into a mini disaster due to a minor error on my part, which I didn't consider at the time because I thought I was about to blow myself up. So I realised after I got home and reviewed the footage again that this was a complete user error. If you noticed, I'm holding the canister sideways here, and that's because I'd built up a bad habit of screwing on the stove sideways because my old canister was low on gas. But when the canister is full, that's a completely different story. If you're trying to screw on the stove, make sure that your canister is upright or you'll end up with freezing pressurized gas shooting out just like this. So don't be an idiot like me.
Well, there goes my plan to have some Korean barbecue beef and rice tonight. I've had better nights of camping, I'm not gonna lie. This is not going well. Well, hopefully this goes okay. It's so foamy. Look at that crack. I probably shouldn't be standing along here, to be honest with you. It's a bit spooky. Yeah, I'm gonna give that a miss. Ugh. I say as I trip. I feel like this video is probably not going to be my best in terms of being all cinematic wise because little things just keep going wrong. My mic won't work. The bloody butane gas tank won't work. Everything's blowing all over the place. I mean, it's probably my fault for trying to pitch up in these conditions, but when you want to camp, you want to camp. But it's still a lovely, enjoyable evening.
After I spent some time listening to the waves and enjoying the views, I spent the next 30 minutes or so trying to get the fly sheet on. I thought I'd save you the footage of me trying to do that because it wasn't pretty. And not long after, I decided to call it a night and hunker down for the rest of this semi-successful camping trip. As always, thanks for watching and coming along. Hope to see you again next time.